So on this one now you can see I've marked in some of the rest of my points. So we've already marked in 1 to 2 in the last video. Then halfway between 1 and 2, we're going to mark point number 3. So you can see I've marked it in here. And then halfway between that, between 1 and 3, we're going to mark point 5. Then when you have those marked, you're going to do some squaring across. So again, lining up really nicely with my line here from 1 to 2. And I'm going to square across from 2, which I've already marked in. So squaring across here, nice and clearly. And then you're going to square across from 3. And when 3 hits your back armhole, you're going to mark in point 4. So they're the points you need marked in at the moment. Now this is a bit that when we've done it in class that people often get stuck on. So you need to mark in from point 5, and we're going to be marking in point 7 up here on this line. So mark in point 6 on your front shoulder point. So point 6 is coming up here. So you're going to mark in point 6 up here. Now, then what you're going to need to do is, so you're going to need to measure the curve from 6 down around to 5. So you're going to be measuring this curve. So I'll do it here on screen just with you guys. So I'm going to measure it nice and flat. I'm measuring this curve from point 6, which is the front shoulder point, down to point 5, which is just my little point here. So I've got 14.2 for that. And you can keep it quite accurate. So 14.2. And you should take note on a little piece of paper of all of these calculations and how you got them. So 14.2, and then I'm going to add in 1 centimetre, so plus 1 centimetre, which is your ease for your sleeve head. So in total, that's going to be 15.2. So our measurement here is going to be 15.2, okay? Now, the bit that everybody gets confused at usually is that you need to pivot from point 5 up to line 2 at 15.2. So don't get lost on me now, but you're going to be pivoting. So I'm always using this knot point here. So from point 5 up to line 2 at 15.2. Making sure it's quite accurate. So once you've got, make sure your 0 point is still on 5 and you've hit this line at point 15.2. Then you're going to draw that straight in. Okay, so then you have your line from 5 up till point 7, which is going to be this point up here. So I'm just going to mark that in under there.